My name is Carina and welcome to the Carina Chronicles. In this video I'm going to try to finish at least 3 books, and all of them are, well, on top of my TBR. I think I'm going to give them great ratings. I already am halfway through 2 of them, and the other one I've watched the movie and I loved, so I think this reading vlog is going to be great. So first, I'm starting this week by reading Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. I have plenty of time to read this week, but my great reading speed has been slowing down a bit. I don't think it's because of the books per se, it's just I was in a great reading mood. I read as soon as I had a few minutes to spare, and I feel more like, oh, I want to go out again. I'm acting a little bit more social than I have been in the last few weeks, which makes it difficult to finish a book of 650 pages. But I really want to finish it this week because there are also some other books that I want to finish this week, and I don't really tend to read multiple books at the same time. So this is the first thing that I'm going to do. Then, because the sun is shining all the time, it's very warm, and it's supposed to be autumn, I am pretending that it's almost winter, and I'm going to do that by reading Dickens' A Christmas Carol. I have this beautiful edition. I collected it quite recently, and it has beautiful illustrations. Let me show you one. Can you see it? There goes the bookmark. But it's really pretty. It just is really pretty. And I'm really looking forward to reading this. It's a little over 100 pages, including a lot of illustrations. So this will probably take me like 45 minutes. But I'm keeping this book for after I finish Midnight's Children. I'm reading Midnight's Children, and then when I finish this big chunky thing, as like a reward, I'm going to read this one right after it. And then something else that I'm going to read is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by Schwab. I am better reading this book, and we're doing 100 pages per week, a little over it. So I am actually at page 336, and after I finish those other 2, I'm going to finish this book as well. So, great. Been loving this book up till here. Been loving Midnight's Children. Know I will love A Christmas Carol. So, great reading week ahead, if I can just get myself to actually read. Let's see if I succeed. Hi. So in my last reading vlog I told you that there was a big discount at the local bookstore. English books all for $9.95, which is very cheap in the Netherlands. English books are usually around 14, and if they're really popular or huge paperbacks or hardcovers or bigger editions, then it's usually more around 20. So $9.95 is very nice, and it is because they're slightly damaged, but for some books that's really, you can see it, but most of the times the damage is so little you don't even notice. It would be the same if you read in it like 2 seconds, like a very small crack in the spine or something, or like one page that has a little, how do you say that? Well, the page is folded. So, not really that much damage. And I knew that if I was going to take a look that I would grab a lot of books. It is the same as at the Deventer bookmark that I went to, and that I bought all these books that I actually didn't really have that much interest in, but now I own them. Well, this was again a disaster because I bought 3 books. I could get Destroy Me by Terry Mafi for free because they were English, but I already got that one because I bought a book last week as well. I feel so bad about this, but okay. And the 3 books are again, like last time I bought all these books that are second part in series. I don't know, I just don't really tend to read the back of books, and it always gets to me. So, the books that I actually hold, I will show you after I show you the clip of all the books that were available. So 3 books that I actually got. The first one is We Are Wolves, The Children the War Forgot by Katrina Nannestad. This is an Austrian author. It is about the Second World War, I thought. And the cover is really pretty. It's a very small book. There is no damage. I don't know why they said so. There is none. So that is cool. And I actually bought this because I thought the author was called Karima. And I thought it was fun and it spoke to me. And I've read a lot of Second World War books when I was younger and also in the beginning of my reviewing time. And I tend to really like them and have a lot to compare. So this one also is illustrated. I thought, I need this. I looked it up on Goodreads as well, and it has almost 4.5 stars on average. So this is one I thought, okay, it's speaking to me, I need to get it. Then a one that really spoke to me, but which was a kind of a mistake, is The Women of Troy by Pat Barker, because this is again a second part in a series. How do I do this? So I need to get the first part one day. The first part is called The Silence of the Girls. And I really didn't notice. I don't know how that happens because it even says on the front, from the author of the best-selling The Silence of the Girls. But okay, the cover is so pretty. There's no damage. I think the damage they were talking about is like this little stain. Well, I can handle that. I love Greek mythology. I love this cover and I needed to have it. I also heard great things about this series, but I just didn't remember that this was the second part. I mean, the series is called The Women of Troy, so I thought the first part would be then The Women of Troy, but no, I was wrong. And the last part did have the last book that I bought did have a little bit of damage, but damage I think would happen when I read the book as well. And that is Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. This is the author of Piranesi, a book that is on my TBR. I've heard many great things about it, and this is her only other book. In a lot of editions it's split into 3 because it is quite big. But this book is all 3 of them together. And there is a little bit of a crack in the spine, but well, it's a mass market paperback of, I think, 1,000 pages. I don't think it's that weird if you have a crack in the spine. And for $9.95, even less because I got a discount because I'm an employee of the bookstore. So in the end, I got these books together for €23, which is not much. And I really think that Susanna Clarke could be an author really for me. So I'm happy that I own this book now. It's a little bit weird because Piranesi is on my TBR and this one was not. But I was like, no, this is the only other book by her. I can try this one first. Doesn't really matter. So 3 new books. Do I need them? No. Am I going to read them soon? No. Is this a waste of money? Probably yes. But I'm really happy. So I am glad that I can show them to you. So remember when I said that I had plenty of time for reading this weekend and that I would try to finish the whole 650 pages of Midnight's Children? Well, that obviously didn't work out. There were quite some things I figured out I could do instead. Well, that sounds not so much fun, but it wasn't actually. They were all quite important, so I'm very happy that I've done them. And well, yeah, that is actually it. I am very happy that I've done those things, and I also visited some family instead of reading. But in the end, I ended up reading 9 pages this whole weekend. So I'm not yet done with the book. I am really liking it though. So I hope I can find some time. Maybe sometime tonight. I don't think so. Tomorrow I will probably have time a little bit, but 650 pages, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge. And on Wednesday I need to make videos, but I hope I can do that like quickly, easily. It is a video I have well prepared, so it shouldn't take that much time. And then read the rest of the day, then maybe I can finish it halfway through the week. which would be okay. I would have liked to finish it on Monday, so today, but halfway through the week would still be an achievement. So let's see me try. Hello, I wanted to share two things with you. One is that I have been reading Midnight's Children by Salman Rushdie. I am at page 80 or something, which is not that far in when you have 650 pages to read. But I do really enjoy it. I have had far less time to read than I expected. And that is a shame, but I traded it for family and friends time, which is both more important than reading time. So I'm fine with it, but it does make me a little bit stressed because I just really wanted to finish this book this week. So I am trying to spend all the free time that I have left this week on this book, and it reads quite fast, so that is good. But it will still take me quite some hours to finish a 650 pages book. So I hope that after making some videos today, because today is Wednesday, I always make videos then, I will still have some time left to read. And maybe tonight after my soccer practice, I will also have some time to read. I don't know yet. Tomorrow on Thursday, I do have a free evening. And on Friday morning, I also have some free time, although I do need to do some editing as well. So it's going to be a tough one, but I'm going to try anyway. I really like it though, so that is good. And I wanted to share something else with you completely. So in the bookstore that I work in, we have socks, like pairs of socks, and they are so adorable. Literally every pair of those is like my biggest sock dream. I really like them, and I really needed to control myself and not buy all the pairs at once and be like, oh, but I do need new socks, you know. So I decided for myself when I got to work there that I would buy a pair of socks the moment that I was the one that needed to refill them, because then all the sizes are available and all the different kinds are available. So then I would be able to choose one that I would really like in the right size. That would be the only time that I was allowed to buy one pair. And that sounds like it would happen very often, but I think we fill those empty spots like twice a year or maybe 4 times a year, and then it's also not sure that I would be the one that need to do that because I'm often free or I'm having a break at that moment, like a lunch break. So it was only valuable if it could only happen when I was the one that filled up the empty spots. So yesterday that finally happened. So I could finally choose my first pair of all those socks. And it's even more ridiculous because the idea of these socks are that they are mismatched. So you have 2 different kind of socks, but they are in the same theme. And I don't like that. I know it's the idea of the socks, so it really is a dumb thing that I'm a fan of them, even though I don't like it. So I bought 2 of the same pair so that I can get like instead of 1 mismatched pair, I can make 2 just perfectly fitted pairs. And I chose the one that I really liked both socks of, so that I now have 2 very nice pairs. And I actually bought them for these little cute squirrels. I thought they were foxes at first, but now I look at them better and I see like all these things. I think they're squirrels, which is even cuter, I think. Yeah, it's really cute. Really cute. But I also chose this one because I like the other one as well. And it's always like one that catches the eye and the other one is more generic. And for a lot of those I didn't really like the other one, but this one I think is really cute and it's with leaves and it's really pretty. So I have 2 new pairs of socks. I don't know why I need to share this with you, but I did it. and I really like them. Now I'm going to film and to read and to do a lot of things, and I will update you later. A small update for you. This reading vlog feels like the same as last reading vlog. I've been spending so much more time with friends and family than I expected to, but I can't really blame myself. Like, that is more important than reading, right? But it does get me a little bit stressed because I just really wanted to finish these books this weekend. So probably I'm going to be very immature and irresponsible and just finish the books I wanted to finish this weekend anyway, even though I need to clean and work and do a lot of things. But who needs sleep, right? I can just read instead of sleeping. I think that's what I'm going to do. But I do have quite some time where I could like sleep, but am going to read. So that is nice. For now, I finished the first book of Midnight's Children. It consists of 3 books, of which the second one is the biggest. I am at page 165 now. They say this book is about a lot of children being born at the stroke of midnight of independence of India. And these children have, well, they are telepathically linked to each other, and they can feel what the others feel. And, well, 1001 children. And that is what it says on the back, and that's what you're preparing to read. But book 1 is not about that. It is about how this boy that we're following, Salim, is getting born. So we follow his whole family, starting with his great-grandfather. But I finished that now, and I actually thought it to be very interesting. This is a real classic, going very slow, with a lot of metaphors and a lot of different names for the same people. But it reads fast anyway, and I don't feel any trouble to follow it. So that is great. I actually really like it. So I would have liked it to be a little bit less thick so that I would just be able to finish it sooner, but that is such a stupid reason. I am really enjoying it, and I think book 2 will be like about the telepathically connected children. So looking forward to that as well. I will update you when I am quite some pages into book 2, or maybe even finish it. But first I need to go to work again. Hi, I have 2 small updates for you. One book related and one absolutely not book related, but I'm still excited to tell you about it. But first I wanted to say that the reading is not going as planned. As you know of me, it is 11 p.m. I need to work tomorrow. I need to wake up at like 7:30 or something. So that is in a little over 8 hours. I haven't even started reading yet. And I will do so still because I can't cope with it. I already planned to post my reading vlog a little later than I do usually. Because if I post it on a working day on Saturday, I post it at 4. But that means that on Friday evening I already have to upload it because I work the whole Saturday. And I want to have some time tonight to still read something. And maybe tomorrow during work, because sometimes Saturdays are very, very chill and no one is coming. So then I can read a bit, so then I can like edit the video as soon as I come home at like 6 p.m. And I will upload it at like 8 or 9, but then at least I will have a little bit more content book related. So that's my first thing to say. That wasn't even an update, but my book related update is about, we have kind of a book club with some people. It's not really a book club. We have a WhatsApp group, more like it. And we post books in there that we really liked. Well, we actually stopped doing that already for years because there's a long list of books that we really liked. So you can come up with a book that you're like, okay, these people are also really going to like this book. And there's no pressure. No one is going to read it immediately. But if you have nothing to read, or you just feel like reading something that you know, or at least friends know that you really like it, then you can pick a book of them up, and you can also borrow it, of course, because one of us owns it. And if everyone has read it at a random moment, we're going to have a meeting and drink wine and eat cheese and and discuss the book. And this book club kind of started when we were on a holiday with a bigger group, and we finished all our books. So we passed the book of a Dutch author, Leon de Winter, around, and we four had read it and we liked to talk about it, so we kept it that way. But we also immediately decided that when his next book would come out, which would be like 2 months later or something, we would all buy it and read that one as well together. But then Corona came and this book got delayed and postponed like millions of times, and the title got changed, and we were all forgetting that it book ever existed, even though the WhatsApp group is called after it and the picture is the cover of the book. And then suddenly I found out, like last month, that it would come out next Tuesday. So I pre-ordered 4 copies. I was like, we're going to read this all together. And today it came early. After waiting for 3 years, it is half a week early. And I bought a copy for every one of us. And it's called Het Lied van Europa by Leon de Winter. This is, I think it is a talk about our society. And it's a little bit of a dystopian. But the title refers to Roman and Greek mythology, as well as the cover does, which we're all four really interested in. So that's also why we wanted to read this. And furthermore, I know nothing. It literally came out today, and we're going to read this soon. So happy about that. And the non-book related thing is something completely random. When I was younger, I am 26 at the moment. So you have to imagine that I was 10 when this started and I was 20 when this stopped. But there was an online game that you played in your browser and it was called Go Supermodel. I really hope that you know what I mean, because this was my world. You had a supermodel that you could dress and you could buy clothes for them, and you played games to earn money to buy clothes, but you could also design your own clothes and compete in competitions with those, and if you would win, then the clothes would eventually actually become clothes in the shop so you could buy them. I never won, but the designing part was so good for when it was created on a computer. Like it really felt like Photoshop we have now, and you could so detailed change things and let your creativity go on. I literally was addicted to this so much for so long, and I think I stopped when I was like 16 or something, but I looked it up often after that. But in 2016 they stopped and it never came back, and I missed it a few times actually, because I was like, this program was so good and so nice to use your creativity on. And now some people found like this game on a server, a dusty old server, and they were like, should we bring it back to life? It will not be updated, it will just run on new computers, and it will just be pixelated as it was. All the data from all the users has been deleted, so everyone needs to start over again. But we can just, if we collect some money, we can buy a server, we can pay some employees to take care of the server, and we can start it again. And where it always used to be a place for girls between 10 and 18 years old or something, it would now be the same, but for a little bit older girls, because I think the new girls, the younger girls, think this not to be modern enough. But for us, it's nostalgia, and we are the new main target. But they did a crowdfunding. They needed 30,000 euros, and they collected in a few days almost 50,000 euros, which is incredible. So in December of this year, they starting up again, and literally I'm going to be addicted again so much. I really need to time schedule myself. I know for certain this is even going to be worse than The Sims, because I was so addicted to this. It was incredible. So Just wanted to let you know. I will leave their link down below. I don't know if you're interested, but this is my youth. I needed to share it with you. And now I'm going to read. Hello. I think we can conclude it's not going to work out, this reading vlog. I'm just going to finish it here. And next vlog will probably be better. I at least could tell you a lot about random other things. I mean, I'm extremely excited about Ghost Supermodel. But yeah, not really that much reading. I came to the page of 187, I believe. So I'm quite some pages in. I'm like on a third of the book, Midnight Children, that is. And I am going to try to finish it tonight, but I've said that so many times. I don't know if I'll succeed. But I'm going to try next reading vlog. This night I do have particularly much time, but I will explain that next week as well. So I'm just gonna leave it here. There's a lot of exciting things coming next week. I will still attempt to finish 4 books. I said 3 in this one, but I need to finish 4 because 2 I almost finished, or I would say 1 I almost finished, 1 is only 100 pages in total, so I will finish that quickly as well. This one I need 400 more pages, but I hope to finish them tonight. And then The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle is a book that I need to finish before the evening of the 1st of November, which is Tuesday. So, well, it's going to be interesting. I also will haul some other books next week, 3 in total, I think. I hope there will not be more, because it's getting completely out of hand. But I already know 2 of them and they're both very pretty and nice. So I really want to show them to you. I think that is actually it. Next week will also be, of course, my wrap-up of October. And I hope there will be a lot of books added to my wrap-up. And a TBR of November, which I will film the latest as possible, so that I can leave all the books that are still finished in October out of it. And I will also try to read a very, 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 very chunky book in November. So, lots of plans. You can see me start doing them in November. I don't think I'm going to participate in the National Novel Writing Month, but maybe I will decide otherwise on Monday and start doing that on Tuesday as well. So, lots to tell for next vlog. I'm just going to quit this one. It's not working out, okay? This vlog is not working out. I hope you've been having a better reading week. I hope you liked this video still. And if you did, please leave a like. If you subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell, you will be notified whenever I post a new video. I hope you'll have a lovely day filled with books. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! I obviously like my own reading vlogs more when I'm actually reading in them. But I also really just like chilling and chatting with you guys, so I hope you do too. Let me know down in the comments below what you have been up to last week.